这才是正常的界面呢。正常人的桌面应该都要是这个样子。Oh my god！
I know you? You don't remember me, you fucker. You sold me that magical ointment for 50 groschen. You said it would make me invisible.
You will?
Fuck! Fuck you!
I'm all yours.
I'll rip your arse open!
You want to try?
Show your stuff!
I'm all yours. You can't stand up to this. You've got a lot to learn. You want to try me? Send my greetings to the devil. Once more, and we can go home.
哇靠！太强了吧！没有死亡一点都不常见，不应该是。敌人好强哦，我好弱。
till it be the...
What do you...
Thanks, and have a nice day, friend.
Hey, where's that beer?
I'm supposed to make
Praise God. I'm thinking of buying a rowboat.
Not a chance. If he's dead, then so be it. But if he ran away...
You said you... What is it?
When I was fishing around, and...
You think she was killed?
I don't know.
I'll help. Who was this?
Her name was Alice. I heard they found her all hacked. They took the body to the morgue.
I'll go take a look.
I think that would be... You can ask the grave...
When did you...
Around...
And did you notice anything?
Not at all. Though...
What was Al...
She...
And did you learn...
That's the thing. So, you'll have...
What about your...
Yes, that's why
What are you gonna...
I'd like to ask the...
But you don't...
I'm scared. Maybe nobody... And I can't...
What if I go in?
They don't know. I'll figure something.
Do you think that...
I don't know. But it's strange.
Why did you...
Because you're...
Aha.
But don't take it. Not even young.
Aha. I know everything.
Good. In the meantime...
I speak from experience.
I apologize.
My God, what's taking so long?
You're up early.
I need to eat...
Aye. And for how long? Aye.
Agreed. Here's your groschen.
Agreed then. Your bed's ready.
Where can I...
Easy. You just go upstairs and immediately...
I'm sorry.
Oh, well. Now just this.
It looks better already.
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning? No, I don't.
Good thing you're here. I was just about to... How can I help you today?
Show me your way. Let's talk about the price.
Huh. Very well.
这价格已经贵到一个吓死人的境界了，但是我还是要杀价。
What would you say to this?
That's almost. Aye. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Greetings.
Twice. Pardon me.
It's always ordinary folk that get
Sharp
the
like
short
no other. Anything you need.
Excuse me.
I went past your garden.
Good day to you.
I would like to atone.
I'm tempted to...
Maybe
Don't... Till we meet again.
What's the matter?
Alice, she... Why'd you...
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. Who did you... How did Alex...
Fine. Our master's...
What's his name?
Why?
It occurred to me.
He couldn't. I'm sorry.
What others?
You haven't heard of you girls.
Do you know of any suit? I'd like to talk to...
But I don't know.
And you never saw...
No.
Do you know...
One day, she just...
What do you mean?
You haven't seen her.
I haven't.
Then don't. She was...
What do you mean?
Who could have...
So... So... Let's see what we have here. My God.
开膛手杰克。
Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look.
你只能看到她的脚啊。
Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces?
不可能啊！怎么可能跟金田一一样？跟金田一一样，这频道都不用播啊。
Her face is a little bruised. She has a dark ring around her neck, and her hair is all. Maybe there's just some.
你只能看到她美妙的脚。
So.
对于一些足控来说，这样即可满足啊。
Then he took a short sword or saber and started. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue. Then left only if it was a warning for telltale. I don't know why he killed her.
Robbie with.
You must be.
That's right. At least then the. Greetings.
That dead girl.
You've seen her?
That's what I'm trying to find.
She's gone to meet you. Want to take away a piece of her?
I don't want to take anything.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa.
What are the Lords of Lipa?
Truth be told, not much.
Ah, that makes more sense. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest.
Who's this Lumiere?
No.
Hell.
Well.
Right.
Aye.
And how did he come to that conclusion?
How do I know?
What's this?
Well, like I...
The scribe keeps record.
Well, the old babe Lumiere... at his home in Bohemia. I don't know exactly what...
Thanks.
It's my pleasure. Actually, speaking of the living, there's a... I think her name is...
I know.
Aha. Take care, sir.
啊，好家在现在外面下大雨，超爽的。看到下雨，就突然想到外面也下大雨，爽歪歪啊！希望下得越大越好，这样元宵节这一些8+9就不能放鞭炮了。情人节与我无缘，无所谓。
No. Nothing. More drink up.
Wait!
What? My name is Henry.
And what do you want?
I'm trying to find out.
To me?
Are you Lumiere?
I used to be.
They say that about you.
Because I was... And what came of it?
But I need your...
If I were you, lad, you'll just end up...
Come now.
Poor girls. We let it be in the end. No way.
I'm not doing it for myself.
A friend, eh? I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? What makes you think you could...
Because I know people. And in the end, they spill their...
Is that so?
Well, a moment ago you were moaning in...
Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice.
A maid? That fits.
I think that he strangled her first. And then went out...
这确定是开膛手杰克的剧情啊。
Took me a while.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl. If it's not all the same person...
This is the 6th one.
Probably about a year. Sometimes it takes him months.
Why are you counting?
Because I think some...
Did the dead girl...
Aside from being...
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're...
Certainly.
But why does he even...
I don't know. What can... She wasn't the first. She was a maid. She was orphaned. They found her body.
Did you have any...
At first. I thought, but then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, besides that, when I talked, and his mother told me that really surprised me. Maybe he just didn't want to.
现实没抓到啊，但是有嫌疑人的名册。
Tavern of ill repute called the Hole in.
You said her body was never found.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe.
他们有列出最有可能的对象是谁。
Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. The innkeeper, Mole.
So if I want to learn anything... And what about that?
Exactly. Besides Alice.
But if her body was never...
Because she was the same young. I never could...
Maybe she...
Maybe. When I asked him...
Do you think he'd be...
He might be. Besides.
And what about the other...
It all started with them. So she'd only been in town for a shot. But the other one, she said she was really... She knew she was pretty.
You mean she wanted...
That's what it sounded. In the graveyard. It's sad to say there's nobody else.
Why were you...
I don't know. Gutenberg, the bailiff was...
But there are more of them...
Exactly. So when one of them...
Behind the bailiff...
Not really.
What happened?
I don't want to talk.
Did you...
You can always... I always drag the most...
Couldn't it have just been...
Fainting? Vom...
Can you sum it all?
We have 6 victims, unfortunately. Of the remaining 4, the next were Stanya. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. And the last victim, well, they all have in...
Good.
When you learn something, you've aroused a bit...
我记得开膛手之前列的最有可能的嫌疑人是一个有医生背景的人。
I feel quite hungry. Father,
I don't have to...
That's not why I'm here. Someone killed and gutted.
Another one. Why is it...
Somebody...
Yes.
I don't want revenge.
True enough.
One of the other victims. What can you tell...
About...
Where did you...
I knew her.
And?
I'm...
Who do you...
William. That Yarker.
Why do you think...
Evidence?
干，我也要跟警察一样啊。
Absolutely not.
You raised her?
Yes.
No offense, but...
I was. Maybe...
How...
When she would...
Why do you think...
Yarko, her only...
已经数不清啊。
You're well off.
I couldn't.
But how come...
西洋游戏引用，我们这边日本的漫画也会引用，各种引用。
She ran away.
Disgrace.
She was pregnant! Even if she...
Why don't you...
That's... I won't...
But this isn't... Do I look like someone...
Lumiere. Accused...
What?
Yes.
And...
It turned out he's finished.
I've heard enough.
Son?
糟糕了，神父跟卢米尔可能都是嫌犯。
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
看来到时候要凭着我这个超级侦探脑来判断谁是凶手。
Ours is all creaky.
And I keep getting...
Come and take your pick.
3 Greetings to you.
I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, come here. I'm telling you, nobody gives a shit about your trip.
What would you like?
I don't want to yell. Come closer.
What I want, where I want you, or son.
Enough! Damn it! Kiss your ass goodbye.
Huh? Who's there?
And I was beginning to worry what that...
Hey?
Was that you?
Don't hit him!
Never mind then.
Why did you do that?
I'm sorry.
I'll be done with you in a flash. I'll hack your arse off.
This is unbelievable.
这就是我以前在高中做的事情，看人家打架。
Bad luck.
打架还会聚众。我是想要介入把他们都干掉，但是不想被通缉。
Wonder you're still standing.
Big mistake, you cunt.
还觉得这个游戏设计的比较好啊！你看，哎呦，干掉干掉，赢家！哇，我还可以宰杀，他是昏厥状态。
Hey, did something happen?
打完了，打完了。
I changed my mind.
As but if
You can't skip.
have it your way.
Maybe.
Empty. What can I...
Did it stun you?
Stun ya? It depends on who...
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest... What kind of guess...
I'm a good...
Really? Let...
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like so.
What if I simply pay? I want to know if Stan...
She did. And...
I heard she disappeared.
It's possible the door opened. Everything emptied out.
Tell me...
First you'll have an...
What?
If you want to. I prefer so.
I don't want to... I think you could answer my question. That makes it look like you...
Nonsense. Ask me anything.
Did anybody see...
No. It was a tavern tends to be empty.
What was Stanya...
A bold woman. She was hanging around...
Someone from the city?
No. I think his name...
What do you know...
What about he called himself...
You think he might have...
Now that you mention... I know. Besides...
Or in this... Apart from... I mean...
Well...
Why?
One was hand the other.
How did...
The door was...
Blood?
Not so much. If someone...
Where can I find...
I already...
Could you be a bit...
I don't know, so if I was...
That's all I need to...
I'm sorry.
这个解法一定也有多重解法，因为他一定是最后要让你选凶手是谁的。
Are you staring?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary.
Well, then piss all you're getting.
Why so rash? Let's make a deal.
Ah,
So if I
for the right price,
is this
fuck him.
where can I?
Aye,
Yeah.
I can well him. She had some.
What can you?
What do you want to hear?
So you were taking?
Well,
So you weren't?
not really, no.
Did she have any friends or?
Who come to see that?
Someone came to.
Well, aye, he said he had, but he left.
Do you know who that?
Some fucking. But that reminds me.
What do you know?
Not much. Seems that she weren't stupid.
Did he go?
Aye, indeed. I think he just told her if she...
And could she have changed her mind?
No, no.
And could she have run?
With that little... Well, he still don't come here no more.
I've heard enough.
May God give you help, sir. Careful.
I want to see some nice eggs.
May God give you help.
Careful!
It's William, right?
What is it?
My name's Henry. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? I don't have to talk.
You don't need to.
What?
Really?
I just got back to the city.
But everyone remembers you.
Come on. Ask away.
Did you know her?
I know a lot of
The one they found?
Oh,
I heard she...
yeah, and?
They say she had...
Me?
But you could at least part...
Or I could claim to be...
And did you ever meet... It was a long time ago.
Oh, that one.
Because somebody killed her.
I know what happened was a trap.
And did you know she...
What? That's horrible.
That's what I'd like to find out.
What?
And can you tell me...
I don't know anything.
And I hear you knew...
Which one do you...
The alehouse wench.
Well...
哦，他跟被杀的3个女人都有关系
Told
啊
me a。different story.
Fine.
And aren't you just saying...
Oh, come on. The innkeeper must have got it. If I was you...
And what about... Did she steal something?
A traveling minstrel doesn't...
You don't happen to know...
There were lots. Like young Von... As far as I know, she didn't look... Why? You don't seriously...
Well,
And? I'm surely not...
that may be true. And now...
But I had...
So you didn't do anything?
No! Why would I? What would I
dare in...
I admit, I'm no saint.
Good. But if any clue leads me back...
You won't hear about me. Excuse me.
这个应该不是凶手，因为毕竟，当所有的证据都针对某个人的时候，他就绝对不会是凶手。这个根据就来自《名侦探柯南》。
You're always welcome here.
Go! Car! Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! God! 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 Quick! Quick! God!
干嘛？是不是被我摔断脚了？
God! God! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
啊，这游戏大概是继《博德之门3》之后玩到的最自由的游戏。但是不知道为什么，我总觉得它没有办法没有办法得到太多的销量。因为越趋近于真实的游戏，对不对？反而玩家们对它的评价会越低。
My respect.
I need to ask you.
I don't have...
I'm looking for someone named...
You're in a charcoal camp.
But you know Stan.
Aye. You could say that.
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town.
That's true. She told me something.
So you don't know what...
Really don't know? But even if I did know...
I wouldn't be foolishly...
Why not? How?
Without getting seen...
What do you mean?
I mean you.
Well, I
really only want to talk...
Sorry, but after all...
So Stanya...
Aye. She's hiding with us.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. But be nice to her. Till we meet again. Careful.
我可以跟你保证，这绝对不会是大众向的游戏，这绝对不是大众向。能够玩这个游戏的人，他需要有非常极度的耐心跟毅力。
You're always... Who are you? If you came here, I...
Don't be afraid.
Barton sent...
Lumiere thought you were dead.
Lumiere?
Exactly. Someone, so maybe you could.
How can I help you?
You disappeared.
Someone attacked me when I managed to get away, but I was.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. And he was terribly.
And how did you manage to break?
I had an empty.
我是把游戏修改的比较容易一些，连我这样修改才只有容易一些而已哦。你看看以正常路径来玩的人，他有多痛，他们会有多痛苦。真的会跟我前3个小时一样，叫天天不灵，叫地地不应。
What was it like working?
Well,
How so?
every single day, people.
你只能去偷拐抢骗。
How so?
Because if you have to keep a balance.
You said that Rich.
Truth be told.
Is that so?
He smiled at me a lot. Then this thieving, but that servant of his didn't like it. Tried to drive her away.
Von Groller had a.
Aye. He never said a word. Or.
You walked home from.
What's so odd?
Well.
I always brought the girls a picture. Right. I went there regularly.
The same way every time.
Aye. Always the same.
And who knew that you went by yourself?
Well, every.
Why didn't you go back to the?
结局他可能会锁到只剩下几个啦，他不可能像那个博德之门一样，出一堆结局给大家。
Scared, and I can't even.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker?
I don't.
And what about when you hit it?
He let me go, and.
And what?
He said "Scheiße" in German.
Couldn't it have been?
Aye, when he drank. Only when I got to my room, I.
Couldn't it have been
Father Proctor?
Well, he's pretty old.
I don't know him, and if he's an old man.
I heard William liked to pretend.
Aye, I thought it. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
Seems you're the only one to survive. I know it isn't easy for you to think. Or when you were running away.
I don't know.
You were walking down the street.
No.
You didn't see anything.
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty, but when I looked, there was nobody there.
Did you understand what?
Not at all. But there were 2 voices.
有2个人。
2 of them waiting for.
It's difficult. I understand.
我开学啦，我今天去上第1堂课。
What else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all.
结果我去上课，叫班上只剩下一半的学生在，一半的学生不见了。
No, he grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed, just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
没有，他们是被他们的导师找去处刑啊。
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can.
所有都被一半以上的同学被抓去记小过。
Farewell, my friend.
What's that?
反正我也觉得不意外啊，因为我觉得那班问题很多啊，那班那么嚣张的太久了。如果他们导师再不震慑他们一下，真的会直接骑在每个老师的头上啊。连我这个有强大包容力的老师都觉得他们很扯了，其他老师怎么可能不觉得那班很扯呢？不过他们也还好啦，我觉得记小过对他们来讲也不痛不痒的，因为小过可以消啊。他们现在连小过都能消了，哪像我们以前呢？小过还不能消嘞，警告才能消。哦，好黑哦，黑到路都看不见。正常的路应该都要有月光才对，我连月光都没有。 还好啊，我去的时候还没下雨啊。下雨是我这边下雨是晚上才下的。不过明天就不一定，明天应该是准备要下一整天了嘛。
Lord be with you. Are you Pint?
I am.
I'm looking for his dinner.
I don't know any steps.
Donuts.
You're a friend of...
Actually,
Well?
I wouldn't entirely count on that.
I know Stanner all right. Why are you looking for...
I'm looking for a...
Whatever.
What can you tell me?
She always had it hard. She lost her...
And what about Sternad?
Sternard was her guardian angel. She hadn't been thieving with him. That's because... That's why she'd come to me. And the last time she was here, she said one more...
I heard she wanted to sell you...
Oh, aye. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty...
And what about that signet ring?
She didn't sell me the ring.
Do you know what kind...
No. I didn't reckon...
Where did she go next from here?
That she did.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg.
She didn't. At first, she thought it was
又前来报道了。你们最近是不是在玩麦块啊？
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stenna thought she even left her scarf.
And then where'd she...
She wanted to go past the woods is a road.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really...
Fuck! I made a point of looking, but...
Is Dennis Scott?
Aye.
Will you give it to me?
All the same to me.
And could it have been Father Procol?
What do I know?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't
你
interested.
们麦块不是没有多新东西吗？
She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been...
Who would that?
He's this bard she was...
I don't know about that.
Well...
I hope you don't. Take care, sir.
Mutt! Mutt!
Excuse me, but I hope you aren't snooping around here, are you? You're not going to be strolling about here all night, are you?
玩模组，所以有多新东西啊？还有杀不死怪。
There has to be that ford Pint was talking about. I should take a look around here. Search.
啊，我是希望麦块能够再多一些新玩意儿啊，类似新的交通工具那些有的没的都可以。
search.
哎呀，死了！
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell.
就是你要远大的抱负及梦想，然后跟毅力。
Did the murderer torch? Oh, my God! How did it get inside her? Was she trying to hide it? Well, that's enough. I'd say she put up a decent fight, and that's about all I can find out. But that ring is a good...
应该差不多要审问人了。但是我心中还是没有底耶，到底谁是凶手？我要去破那100年的奇案。要知道谁才是开膛手杰克。Are you Jack？ 哎，起来了。
I found out some interesting...
That's wonderful news. I promised Catherine we'd wait for...
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after...
Will you send for? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William.
我怎么觉得卢米尔怪怪的
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Groller's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that.
Maybe. Prokop was...
That doesn't mean it.
It means she had some relation...
And now, most importantly...
I didn't know that.
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with?
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered.
I heard the daughters of important men come to see him.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter.
And were you assured then?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser.
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not?
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out...
But it's not enough.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
用老二把人勒死，这是什么形容？ 超猛！
That William isn't the only man in the city.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been.
I suppose you're right.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive?
I did.
So...
She is. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the...
And how...
She was holding an empty pitcher.
Did she get a look at him?
No, she didn't stop to find out.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't... She said she returned from the baths in the evening...
You mean someone followed her
Who knew?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. According to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths. According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say...
That's strange, right?
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said, Scheisse.
So, we're looking for...
Even I say Scheiße sometimes.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley.
So we have a witness.
Or an accomplice.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop.
Maybe she just doesn't remember.
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to freak...
Stanya admitted that she knows William.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her.
Perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. And that's all that Stanya...
I'm so glad that...
Me too. At least some...
I don't think she'll come back. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her?
No.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed... And what's odd is when she was...
So I reckon he did...
She said someone followed her on horseback from Cutton.
On horseback?
Only as a wealthy type who never got...
that doesn't...
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common?
He had also looked after her. But unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Groller.
Von Groller? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body. That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself, or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
晚安，晚安。正在解开膛手杰克，我们即将要侦破世纪奇案了。
So Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the von Grollers.
没有，我喝麦片。
Are you sure it wasn't William?
喝米露，美露。
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
是美露。
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor, and young von Groller fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yarka was pregnant, and if the father was young von
我也觉得阿华田比较好喝呢，但是我就觉得阿华田太甜了，所以我就换美
You're
露。
right.
But William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
Zdenna was followed by someone on a
然后
horse.
我记得我很久以前不是有讲过，我被那个全年的那个骗人
Maybe the horse was stolen
骗人
or
折扣
borrowed.
给骗人买了4大包美露，到现在还没喝完，我就在喝那个美露啊。我们喝到现在还没喝完啊，因为真的买太多了。
It's all coming together, isn't it?
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old von Groller can't do much now, can he?
我喝完的感想就是不要去买美露，有麦片的美露。
I agree.
I don't have a problem with it.
我最后的感想就是如
Witch
此，
boys are capable of anything.
没有说很好
What
喝
are，we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
比一般的美露还要难喝。
Tangible.
So, you wanna search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be.
太久了吧？还好啊，几个月而已。
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine. That's not necessary.
So I can either pretend to be a Sawbones or a Saw...
You're a clever lad.
也要潜入房间了。Oh my god！ 对啊，我要注意糖分啊。
At your service.
Hey, what are you doing there? Come on then. Let's sort this out. Oh well. I tried the easy way.
That's
Now
hair.
it's time for the hard way.
All kinds of brown.
Here! That horse? Back! Try that! Run away!
打 偷完马上跑。反正我现在有一张非常厉害的嘴巴，然后跟一些小钱，足以应付警卫。哎 ，Key 城哦，我找到证据了。
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Cap.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
To be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses, when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you
我等下
want to
应
do
该会
that?
被警卫抓去关的。
I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with it. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry. We won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Don't you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for it.
太老了。
Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
他叫我在适当的时机出去，我很好奇，我如果不出去，他是不是就被干掉了
？It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up, so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutted, is it? I can help you with that.
Hit that bitch, you fool!
开干。
I'll get you.
拳头就把你干掉。训咖。这么厉害，打那么多拳都还。
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you, but you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
You know that's not true. Stanya hardly knew Hendel, and you still tried to kill her. How many of the others had the same story?
Rubbish. I saw it with my own two eyes, and not just me. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together. The mistress was convinced they were meeting in the evenings.
Well, she might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she was right. That girl had a sweetheart.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important person like Master Hendel, and she would even cheat on our master with him. Disgusting.
Confess, then. How many of them did you kill altogether?
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families. Just like that companion of
这家伙
yours.
已经
Certainly
不是
seems
正
as
常
much
人
as
能
he
够沟通了。
praised the lured whore.
Oh, you're completely mad. My God.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. It's a deadly sin.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day. It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted them killed.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Grolle. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel's anyway, but he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
And Mandalina just came to you like that?
Well, and that she'd started an affair with Master Hendel.
Go on.
That she deserved to die for all...
Don't worry.
I'm not worried. They were all nobodies.
Shut your mouth already.
Catherine!
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical...
这阿宝不是穿睡衣来的吗？怎么到现在又着装了？
Let her speak. I have some questions.
I'll tell you nothing!
If you won't speak now, but why wait?
No!
Why did you do...
Don't blast.
Come on!
My husband. He drank a lot.
And why kill those girls?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me.
So your own son didn't listen to you?
Who seduced him and emboldened him with the...
And what about Hendel?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul.
He's going to jump for joy.
Speak politely to me, you...
Henry, if you have any more...
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So...
He didn't find that...
Out of sight, out of mind.
There was no...
That was up to Thaddeus. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible.
And what about that ale?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated...
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she... And better sooner than later. That...
And what about Zdenna?
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her... She deserved it. She was a thief.
I better stop her.
Burn in hell!
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff.
We don't have to go anywhere.
But we can't do that.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight.
Don't you dare judge me.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You...
Our Lord directed me. I did it through...
Do you hear that?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you...
I told you, don't you dare judge me.
Put away that knife, Catherine.
Don't tell me you...
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people.
That's right. We caught her in the act.
Of course they can.
That won't happen. I guarantee you she...
You can't guarantee a thing.
She's right, though. We can, and if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
All right then, you last of the righteous.
Don't worry. Well,
this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was.
Tell us, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
it ended well. And I didn't even tell anyone about you.
I'm surprised it worked out. Most of them must have been lying through their teeth.
Well, if it came to it, I would have had to bring you both in as witnesses. But fortune smiled upon us.
They didn't admit to it, did they?
Sort of. The servant shouted that he was forced into it by Mandalina. And Mandalina completely lost her mind and started screaming that it was the right thing to do. And anyone in her place would have done the same.
My God!
Oh, if she had an ounce of sense, she would never have started murdering. What'll happen to them now?
Thaddeus will hang. No doubt about that. And Mandalina, right now she's locked up. We'll see what happens to her.
I knew it!
She'll be punished, and not hurt anyone else. That's enough for me.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
结果还是官官相护啊，贵族没事啊。
I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. The most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls die because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
看看这任务解完给我什么？一面盾牌。妈的，解得这么辛苦，换来的是一面盾牌。那看看你是什么神盾？结果也还好，不是什么神盾。因为盾牌的效果其实好像都差不多没有什么太大的变化。然后我还顶一个头，顶一个要被关的头衔。啊，赶快离开吧，不然我要准备要被抓去关了。打，逃走！先砍再说啦。
Somebody, please!
Show your stuff! We're gonna get you, Not tough enough on your own?
What? Where have you got to now?
靠，这些贵族。
What do you think you're doing? And who asked you to do that? I had...
Sorry then.
Well, thanks a lot. You know what?
靠！把他们干掉，我要失去声望。这是怎么一回事啊？
May God give you help, sir.
Can I help you?
be with. What's new? Well, Zadmira blacksmith had... His wife was happy. Then she said, I've no idea how things are between... Don't mention it, but you could ask Cope. And I also know... Maybe he'll be... I also heard... I don't know what it's about. If you're interested, and...
Interested in... Can I spend...
I don't know.
I'll pay...
But all I have...
That's enough for me.
Which idiot's doing that?
Agreed. I hope that...
Thanks. Farewell.
Only fools act like that.
Very odd. It must be over now, whatever it was.
You silly doggy.
Car! Quick!
先不要解支线，先去解主线啊。这边的支线真的是太多太杂了。这游戏的支线投资报酬率不大不像巫师一连串解完，你最后就可以拿到很不错的东西，但是这边没有，解完一个就顶多就只能拿钱而已。哦，好痛！
Day. I need some... Excellent. What would you like?
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, sir. And come again. Oh.
托雷多钢材。
What do you have?
这么厉害的钢材，它应该是没有啊。有靠背一个，一个托雷多钢材。
Can't just walk around the mines.
You're a crick.
I am.
Kunzlin Rook.
I see, but I'm afraid I haven't made much. I just don't have the time to.
Well, that's why.
Excellent. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Nobody can know I'm. Hopefully.
Lord Root.
Excellent. You don't happen to come from.
My
It's a fine craft. I'll be happy to tell. We need to talk some.
What will it be, sir?
Show me your way.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it had. Mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. Or... but you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining. Or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I reckon I could...
Suit yourself. Just to the point. Each day, 3 shifts work in the shaft. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul. Samco's hewers should be... Take this. So the guards...
What are you gonna do?
All right, once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined, and don't forget...
读书喽，来读书吧。读书好啊。好了，我已经是超级书童了。我读书可以比别人少花超多时间，我成为了超级读书人。学士30，全部点满。像我法学、医学、神学、医学2、法学2、探险家、神学2，啊，叫我神读书。这本来就是跟美少女梦工厂差不多啦。
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am.
My name is Henry. I'm a student from Prague. And
Why should I care?
Sir Christian told me to ask.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so... I wouldn't mind having a grin, I'll tell you everything.
I may not look...
What is the work? Aye, but proper rest.
So how do you...
Depends.
How do you mind...
Either we're on hard, only then there's no...
How much do you make?
Don't even get me.
How many cores did you?
I can tell you exactly. We managed to hulk 34 cores.
34车的白金。
That's all I need to know.
那这个摇路口在哪里？这矿坑应该在地下啊！我要去哪边找他们？应该有个入口吧，在地下的矿坑。
I'm sorry.
嗯，真奇怪。哦，在这。看，在这里。
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny?
Sir Christian of P. I'm a student at...
But you can't just
I'll just have a few...
The more we but make it...
What is the work of...
What's it about? We gans to...
How exactly do you...
Bloody hell. You take it and don't probe.
How do you get the...
Same weights once you get out.
How much do you...
I'll tell you, man. Them...
Can you give me...
Sometimes, not even half.
I wonder...
That depends on how much...
How much did you mine?
Listen, kiddo. Why do you need to know that?
I really need to know it for my work. Est rerum omnium...
Aye, well, it was a good gar on the feast of St.
哎，
Petronilla.
不一样。
Thanks.
Nah, thank...
不一样哦，数字有出入了哦。
Excuse me.
Foreman Paul.
Hey! Hold on.
My name's Henry. I'm a student at the... Are you praying?
The day before the feast, we dinged the berg. Senator Blick, it all came crashing down.
That's awful.
He weren't just me marrow. He kept begging me to take him on a ship, and now...
Come on. It wasn't...
I suppose you... Will you pray with me for...
Aye.
You're a canny lad. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me
silver,
brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may your
tin,
holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and metals.
Bring his soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through
brother
our Lord,
who has died
our
in this
Saviour and
life.
Redeemer.
我还可以帮人祷告。
May angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to eternal glory through our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen. So,
Aye. What is the word? What it's about? Proper gruff.
our deaths...
Aye. Unfortunately. How is the ore? First, we have to... We set up timber. How much do you make? Depends on how much we... It's not really worth it.
So how many core...
That weren't a good... But even so, we managed to
嗯，
walk
这更
30
扯，30车。
That's all I need to know.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived the Holy Spirit.
"已经很明显看到猫腻了。
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
所以最多可能有6车的白金不见了。
God be with you.
I already know how many corps the cruise... It was 100 altogether.
I see.
哦，所以是他们的总和啦，不是他们总共。
How many do you think it says
他们
there?
3个人各挖不一样。
I guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corps extracted. That means 10 corps of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corps must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Feck and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Should I go to them and accuse them?
Well, accuse? We want to hear everything they know. That means you need to talk to them. But be very careful. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Excuse me.
So I went to see my brother.
And?
To talk about the inheritance.
A word for me.
Who are you?
I'm Henry, Sir Christian. So
Don't tell me.
I'm afraid it's a little word.
Let Sir Christian handle it then.
You're the one counting the corpse.
Your point.
I learned that the miner is extracted, but the mine books.
Do you think the yakkers know hand they like to show off? Anyway, what don't you know? I work for Vavek.
We both know something stinks, so Christian says if you tell us everything...
I've nothing to say.
We guarantee you complete impunity, trust me. It's the best...
Damn, Sonny. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works...
利益收买都永远可以利益收买回去，就是贱人永远是贱人。
in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick.
所以改过自新都是错。不会有人有改过自新这一回事，只有权力衡量而已。
I didn't play along. I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that?
He never told me his name. I don't scare easy.
How long has this been?
For some time now.
Where can I find
you? You can't ask Gertrude. They say he was drunk.
Who pays you?
I get the extra chink from the smelting.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vava?
I don't know. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than...
All right. Just Christian won't give you...
Clear as a bell, man.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
We need to talk.
And whom?
Henry. So Christian sent me.
Discrepancy?
How do you explain that the mine...
If it says 90...
Stealing the king's silver...
I told you, I do not form and Fett counts the...
Bit too late for that.
Ah, so you... It was Fett's idea. It was going well. I have on the feast of St. Petronille nobody at the smelting work.
How long has this been...
Several months.
How long is it? Is Ulrich Vab...
The mint master?
So Christian and I agreed to him to just act like nothing's going. Don't want to scare off the people.
Ja, ja.
I talked to Fett and... They did. I mean, I made them.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as...
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported calls leave for the smell. You'll have to go and look around. And talk.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man, but he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the...
Something like your letter of safe conduct?
Like I said, nevertheless, you'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying...
A nobleman?
But be careful. Buresh won't... You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no... But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone You must come to him dressed to the nine. In short, be charismatic.
What should I...
Like I said, if you don't have it, if you're charismatic, and make sure you...
I got it.
Here. I reckon he won't be thrilled. Ask him discreet. If my guess is correct, you could get something when you're in the smelting. Good luck, Henry.
妈的，要穿衣服洗澡啊！
Kind master, huh? What?
Never mind. I thought there was something fishy.
Go!
还不给我穿板甲。当然，我要随身准备一套衣服穿，不然他动不动叫我换装，我受不了。还要洗澡啊！ 再来讲这边应该有可以给我洗澡的地方。就是现在啊，不洗澡会被打。啊，澡堂在这里。啊，先去这啊。洗身躯。
I'm sorry.
Somewhere down below.
I apologize.
So much to do.
我记得我有存那个贵族的衣服在这里。
Where are you going in this rain? Oh well.
再来洗澡洗衣服。啊，这游戏实在太真实了，洗澡洗衣服都要注重。
How can I help you? What?
Thank you, sir. And come again.
牛皮八角形剑手，我想敲一把更厉害的武器。
What can I do? Show me your. I was glad to be of help to you.
.洗衣房。这是任君挑选的意思。
God bless you. What would you like?
What do you have for set?
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir. What would you like?
I'll have a look at.
Happy to be of service, sir. What would you like?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I could use the company of a pretty bath maid.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
Can't wait.
Great. But it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You won't regret it, sir.
Next time, just do what you want to me, and that's that.
I prefer when a fella leaves here satisfied.
结束。没有过程，很遗憾，这个游戏没有过程。
What's this dirty beggar doing here?
I don't talk.
他竟然还不承认我他当我乞丐。
A poorly dressed yokel. Like you should only talk to other yokels.
It happens. Just watch where you're going this time.
Good doggy. Good boy.
A poorly dressed yokel like you.
他要求也太高了吧？
Should only talk to other. The yokels.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
What do you have?
糟糕。
What can you do?
Maybe next time then, sir.
我全身上下都已经这么干净了，还被拒之于门外，这任务怎么办呢？那我只能去裁缝店再买新衣服啊，不然他不认我啊。
Here you are, you thief! Surrender, now!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got it in. It's for you. Your luck.
All right.
Now.
Take a look then.
Yeah, right. Besides, all right. But I don't. Excuse me.
Welcome, Goodman. I'll be right with you. Greetings. What
do you have for...
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
这我也不知道啊，但是我每一次都会被他收走，我也没有看过期也没。
At your service, sir.
Greetings, Master Buresh.
哎，可以了，所以是魅力要到30了。
You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skallets, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to... But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelter?
We weigh in the delivered ore, and roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace, and the slag is then cast into bars that can be sold.
How many cores?
We don't measure in cores here. When they deliver it here, we process a large amount.
How much silver?
That, of course, depends. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about... We can make...
How many
I from Hort.
I visited the mine there.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory.
Can any...
That's impossible. Everything is careful. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to...
God be with...
Don't forget, and above all... See you later.
耶，我可以去参观了。
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
What is your...
You mean smelting? Well, then we do that all.
How do you like...
Aye.
What can you tell...
I can't complain from what I've heard.
Have you noticed...
Nothing.
Does any...
Here, that would mean... Look, sunny.
Are you the fellow they call Shima?
You have no business being...
I'm told you know something about...
Me? Meet me outside in a while.
Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
这一堆都是白银哎。
Well,
who are you?
Henry of Skallets.
He knows better than anyone. Knows...
Actually, I'm here at the...
Oh. So it was the steward of the mint because of a rumour that...
The silver must be going...
From the mines, you say? Why should I talk to you about...
Look, I know my justice is blind. Especially you, the grafters.
Right. I reckon you could be. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund. It's all very suspicious. If you want to find out where the silver, be careful and keep away.
Thank you.
What is your job here in the smell? Horse shit. If I could. What is your job here in or if I?
这个时候他就叫我要穿好衣服了。啊，我头盔被没收了。靠，他买地买马就直接买在这里。靠，那我一定要偷这里的马。妈，每一匹都比我的马强。哦，这匹很厉害呢。等我把这边抄家了，我再去偷马。
Are you Volkmar? I'm not. Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
Real brave when you're 3 on. You wouldn't be so brave alone.
Oh, shit on you. Get out of here. You're a dead man.
Now, spill the beans.
这一只已经不是小
You're
灰了。
responsible for stealing the king's silver.
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. It's true. As head smelter, one day, Buresh came to me and said he gave me his man to assist me. I'd take someone to... The books were cooked. No one found... A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new... In the end, I had to fall.
Why didn't Buresh take...
The Mint Master's men watch over the... Buresh had it all figured.
Aren't you ashamed?
Which king did I steal from him? I didn't care, man.
Moving on.
There are mined-out shafts near Old Cooker.
They counterfeit coin?
I suppose so. Buresh only told me about the Mint a while ago.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint...
Not in front of me, but you won't be able to ask.
Give me the map.
If you take the road, the entrance to the Mint is... Look here. Why are you doing...
I'm convinced Mint Master...
No, I can't help you there. Now you have the map. I know. Please let me go. Please.
All right.
Thank you. I'll go to... And if we meet again, you're a good...
诶，他说要把马厩给我，诶，所以我先偷了。
Go. Ja.
啊，这匹马不错。
哦。
可是这一批好像偷了也不会变我的，好像真的要经过合法的购买途径啊。
Go!
对吧？看来要经过合法的购买途径啊。没有啊，我就跟他讲你可以走啊，那就放过你啊。所以照来讲应该是有收下。
You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. Off you go, quick! You see, it didn't even hurt.
What the? Wanker! I'm just getting warmed up, you git! Go fuck yourself! Didn't see that coming, eh? I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! Christ! I'm hit! Useless! Wanker!
I'm all
For the
yours.
cross!
Wanker. Like that. Watch and learn. Wanker.
No one's ever reached it.
Useless. Fucking hell.
A weapon? Christ almighty! Show your stuff! Whacker! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! Go fuck yourself! Fuck you! You've got a lot to learn! That was
哦，不得不说，这叫爆干强了。他到底穿什么东西啊？他妈的强到爆炸！没办法，拳击打不死他，我就发现到那个拳击怎么揍他都好像都不会倒啊，所以没办法才开干的。只有开干之后才发现，原来开干也是要打超久的。 可以活埋他哦。他都被我扒去身上的东西耶。宰杀。没有啊，那是触发的。我本来就有点了，他只是借由宰杀他触发了这个天赋而已。
Well, well. Look who's here.
Fuck.
I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing.
Fuck.
But I underestimated you. An embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. And even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, Snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground, no one will hear you scream.
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavart von Neuhaus is involved in...
The Mint Master? Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your...
How much will you...
Well...
You can't buy...
That's the wrong...
He can't leave here alive! Finish him!
愚蠢至极。先搜刮，等等就是你。
Have you had enough, Buresh?
Mercy!
Mercy!
For Christ's sake, mercy!
Mercy!
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please. I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know.
Stop lying to my face.
The whole thing was Ulrich's. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mintmaster, he grabbed anything he could get his hand. Anyone who wanted to keep his station. So he came to me one day with the idea.
Why did he come?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't, and they were even less. I'm a stranger here too. Think what you will, but.
So you agreed to help?
Did I have any other choice? I hate to say it, but.
Wasn't he afraid?
Sigismund came here for he trusts them unless.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. And to keep the mint in the end, and when somebody got.
What are you doing?
Stolen?
Whatever.
It's used to.
Genuine.
It's simple, Rick. No one can.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my...
And I can count. Will you give me your...
You have my...
I'm glad to hear. Here's the key to the chest. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd...
Is that all?
Aye.
I'm sure you have. Don't tell me you have...
You must be that here it is. But I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice. I hope we never...
Like what?
Bad in here. Hot meals every day, wine in the evening. Davey, you'd better go before the guards find you. Jesus Christ. What are you doing? Who are you? Where are the guards? You'd better go before the guards find you.
杀了这么多人，超爽的，爽歪歪。
Quick!
Ka! Ka!
Quick! Whoa! I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable and we made a deal.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
They didn't look like they wanted to leave.
How awful. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
I didn't see a coin die there.
It's a shame. I'll have to handle this some other way. In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the Mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Buresh. He actually gave it to me willingly, for letting him go.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of those books in Retard's hands. And it's now pretty clear who will to many people.
You want to keep stealing?
Oh, come on. The less silver he gets his paws on... Now, listen. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint. Only there would be I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond, and minor jumps at coin, like...
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vavak all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. So, what do you say? All you have to do is nod.
I just want to save my lord.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you've heard my offer. Accept, but don't forget. You can blackmail Vavak with the evidence all you want, but leave the Path of Silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mine.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. And give my regards to Sir Kunzli.
Excuse me.
啊，这游戏我玩几小时啊？20多个小时了吧？还有400，还有440几个小时要玩呢。
Welcome. What would you like, sir? Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir. What'll it be?
Show me your weapon.
Word about the price. Huh. Very well. Aye. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. How can I help you?
What do you have?
Thank you, sir. And come again.
I'll have a...
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I'm sorry.
At your service. You silly.
Burning. Sakra. I'm doing something wrong. I have to move it. I have to pay attention. I've almost loused it up. And it's fucked.
我靠，会失败诶！看这个重铸不好重铸哦。
Burning. Sakra. I'm doing something wrong. bust this up.
My humble respects.
干又失败哦，他这把剑不好造，没关系，明天我就把它做出来，要用点手段。先去回任务吧。他那把剑是几乎是最后的剑了，所以他那个打造的条件设得很严苛。就是你不能有任何敲错的情形发生。
The Lord Jesus Christ be
forever.
I'm Henry. I'll take me to him.
Ah, Henry, I'll let you in. Shimek will take you to the Lord. You're not the first to come to him.
Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Nars? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right off the dead.
Damn it! There's always counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his.
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholden to Sigismund for their office, and some are worried about ending up, forgive me, friends, like you and Peter of Pising.
Christ above! That's exactly what Sigismund wants. To divide us. To paralyze us with fear.
Divide et impera. God knows, that ginger fox is a master of dividing and conquering.
You are absolutely correct, my lady. Especially when everyone can see your problems. I've heard that Mint Master Babak is still putting pressure on you.
The devil take that bastard! He had the gall to blackmail me in my own home.
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt, but I have some new tidings about our Mint Master. I've heard about his crimes against the Crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
So, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really? Well, you choose peculiar friends.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be, although not on account of that ring.
Sir Gunsley!
Shimek? What's going on?
Min Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now? So be it. This matter must be brought to an end. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth a dozen armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly, and then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room, take your precious crossbow, and if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavart's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
晚安，晚
I love you,
安。
Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it?
这一场打完刚好要睡。
Especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threats? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, the king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you please, just because you have Sigismund's favor? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words. Sir, only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mint Master what is being said about him.
The word is you're conspiring with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett, sir, to falsify the mining records together. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the royal stamp. And that's a capital crime. What do you suppose Sigismund might do if... when he finds out his own mint master is robbing him? Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mint Master again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
Exactly. Not only do we have the ledgers from Buresh, as well as yours, but Christian of Pisek also knows everything.
And if anything happens to any of us,
Our friends will see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about your silver skimming business.
看，有人的弓箭浮在空中。
So, do you want to chance your luck, or come to an agreement?
Captain!
Sir!
This matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
Are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it! Do what I say! Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mint Master the privacy he requests.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return.
The executioner is far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master. Wait! We got off on the wrong foot.
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunzlin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right. So don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now, get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunzlin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty Mint Master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oh. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did, and I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. Until Rosa discovered it at the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunzlin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Besides, I've got my spy coat on, which makes me hard to spot. I can deal with any locks. And if I come across anyone, I'll take him out without a sound or a trace.
Well, It looks like you know what you're doing, and that you've done it before. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Burgov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land. And von Burgov will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realized. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about what there is on Vavak, and how he did it all.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there. Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars. But the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the stud farm.
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of... how can I describe it? A window. A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, it should direct you towards some ruins. Go there. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
Shit, that's damn complicated.
Of course it is. That's how I designed it. After all, you don't want any old idiot to find the secret passageway to your castle.
True enough. But call me an idiot and explain it to me once more, please.
Maybe in a while. But first we have to discuss something more important. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed. For me and for Capon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for horses.
Are you serious?
Exactly. Please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for even if he's not too keen.
You got it well figured out.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be aware of it. Papa would never admit it. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship.
I'm glad I could help you and your father.
The plebber, tell me, would you do it if you didn't need our help in return?
I don't know if we'd ever have met under different circumstances.
I hope your word carries. At any rate, I also require that you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you,
Since
And what might that?
a book. It has great value, but if you're going...
And what book is it?
It's hard to explain.
What do you mean, an initiative?
Really? So if you do find...
Well, yeah.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you.
Fear not, my lady.
Restraint, valiant knight. Find it nice and quietly.
Your wish is my command.
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't get lost in the fortress.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
好，休息，晚安。